Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica here with the Flowing Dutchman, and today we are going to talk about him. So will you tell me how you got into heavy club swinging?
So I was on a mission to better myself physically and mentally, and at a certain point I was studying business administration in the university, all students around me, student world, and I just changed everything. Like I got through a breakup which just it really opened my eyes into I can actually develop myself, and I just got really into that myself, really inspired. So what I ended up doing was thinking I just have to start doing this because I can't stop talking about this with everybody. So I need to find a way that I can actually start helping others with this and at the same time have space for me to develop that same thing. So I had a bicycle cart. We have got a lot of bicycles in the Netherlands, and after 40 kilos, the wheels started turning inwards. So I had I had a minimum amount of actual weight that I could put in that bike to give outdoor boot camps and trainings. So that's when I got more interested in all these functional training modalities. I was doing it myself already, but I got a rib trainer, a kettlebell, and just started to see the whole YouTube world online. And I guess from that search, I found the Kettlebell, the clubs, the heavy clubs, and I got a 15 kilo one.
Everybody thinks in the beginning that 15 kilo is light. Everybody is wrong.
Yeah,
everybody is wrong.
That's about 33 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
That was very heavy, but still I liked it because I was able to move it around in some ways. And then I found a company in the Netherlands that actually sold maces, and I've seen some videos around. There were in a few obscure videos where people tried to make a mace out of a bowling ball, etc. These very old videos, and I just bought one, and first swing I was hooked because the pendulum, the momentum, and I started using the light one for clients immediately. And just in group trainings, and I saw the versatility of it, the fact that you can play with it, every movement you could make something else with it and target people in a different way, and it was just, it was game on.
Nice. So where have you traveled to study? Because I've seen your videos and you're all over India and all these other places.
Yeah.
Will you explain your journey across there and where you went?
Yeah, so after I started this on my own. There was nobody in the Netherlands who did anything like that. Not online at least. So the whole online community there was one guy in England, there was one guy in Italy, there was a few guys in the US. So that was the play field of trying to get instruction. There was not much out there.
Yeah.
Especially not live instruction. So a year after that, I was planning basically a holiday travel trip to Nepal and then also to India.
Nice.
And I had seen a few videos of people doing something like that in India. And I just had this stuck in my mind, so I want to go to India. Not necessarily for that, but if I'm there anyway, I'd like to see it. So that's what I did on that trip. We bought a motorcycle. We just traveled from the north to the south, and in every city that I came, I just informed people and tried to see is there any old training style martial arts or akara that is there. And I started making a few videos. I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, and I just realized that people really liked to see that. And for me, it was a great experience to see these tools. It was the first time I actually swung a gada, not necessarily a mace, but the bamboo ones with the stone.
Yeah, the big ones.
Yeah, it was very different.
Yeah.
And the way they were teaching it, and there were so many different locations. So I just got hooked, and then the motorcycle broke down so many times that we had to put so much money into it that at the end I was nah, I just better keep it.
Yeah.
So I kept it there with a mechanic and came back every year. And after that, every year I started to be a little bit more professional with my gear and with the actual and so I've been there 6 times now. And the last time we went, my cameraman was with me and we actually shot a documentary style. So I've been to almost all the hot spots now. Learn about martial arts, learn about the gadas, but also different forms, the big joris, the mutkars, the kalakatai. There's many different variations there, and that's been a big exploration for me to try to find that, document that, and see that. And then at the same time, I also went to the USA around the same time and got some education from the people at On It. They did that. Leo Savage was doing a certification, and Rick Brown was also there. So in that sense, I kind of got like one-on-one. So I was connected to both worlds from the start.
Yeah, from the actual historical world where it's thousands of years old,
Yeah.
and the modern recreation of it with modern equipment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very cool. Very interesting. Are you going back again this year?
Not specifically this year, because we're working on a documentary. We got so much footage that
It'll take you forever to edit that, just so you know ahead of time.
Yeah. I still have footage from my trip 2 years ago that I still need to pull out. So
yeah. Okay.
I'm like, okay, I got enough for now, and but the urge is there. Like I wanna go there and travel again. But I think the first thing that I want to do, and hopefully in April I'll be going to Iran.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not sure if you've seen that with the big Zurkhanet.
Yeah.
So that's also part of the history of the big
Yeah,
clubs, is where they swing 2 meals. So I really want to delve into that culture too and see that, document that. And then afterwards I'll go to India again, and I'll be trying to mesh and find. You told me something about Japan, about clubs there. So
yeah, Chi-Chi.
yeah, everything that I hear like that, I'm like, I want to see that. I want to know that. I want to get that. Yeah.
So you're teaching right now, and you're traveling around, and you're teaching.
Yeah.
Where have you been, and where have you been so far on your teaching trip?
We went to New Jersey, New York, Toronto, Canada, Miami, Chicago. We did a workshop too, and now we're in LA doing a seminar together.
Excellent.
So we're going to Hong Kong afterwards. So it's kind of become a world tour.
The Hong Kong one, I think, will be fun. Right? The Hong Kong one. I am a Kung Fu guy, so like you have like the Indian origin, and I have very much the Chinese origin of club swinging. So I think that you're going to like the crossover that you see there. I think that Kung Fu is probably the best type of overall movement that has continuously been practiced. You know, it's very complex, and there's so many traditions. I think you're really going to enjoy that.
I think so too. Like we'll try to see the stone locks as well that come from China.
The Shaolin padlocks.
Yes.
Yeah. Shaolin locks, stone locks. Yeah.
So that's going to be really fun. But it's just, the interesting thing, the most spectacular thing about this trip is just meeting everybody that's in this world.
There's really not that many of us, ironically.
There's not that many, but
you can like count us on 2 hands probably all over the world.
Well, we've basically visited all of them now.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to start seeing the connections and the patterns that everybody has. Everybody's connected in a different way, in a different world, but they're all passionate about the same thing. And they're all interesting people. And that's the fun thing about these tools. Every person that's interested and passionate about these things, they have their uniqueness.
Yeah.
And it's really, really, really fun to see and meet, people with the same passion, just like you.
All right, well, we will be teaching a heavy club, mace, and staff seminar this weekend, where we will be talking about his traditional versions of training and his traditional knowledge, and we will combine it with my weird super science staff stuff, where we will try to explain what I see the movement patterns mean in time. Thank you so much for coming out to Los Angeles, and
my pleasure.
Let's make some more videos.
Let's do it.